offensively, I mean, obviously it went well for you last week over in Vanderbilt, and then today is. What have you noticed, from yourself here lately that's maybe allowing you to have the success?
Yeah, I would say it's just having the ability to go out there and attack. All you can really do is have a consistent mindset where you're able to attack. So, like, if your mind's right, then the results will just kind of take care of themselves.
How tough were these playing conditions today?
Oh, geez. It kind of felt more like duck hunting weather than it did baseball weather. The wind, and it was just misting. And for a second, I thought they put new grass on the field because it was yellow in some places, but that was just the tarp. But it was you just have to deal with it. We knew it was going to be that way, so you could kind of mentally prepare for that in that way. But it was still fun to play.
What was yesterday like? I mean, waiting around, getting the word, that you weren't going to play, and then, I mean, maybe what's this weekend been like?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you just kind of don't know when things are going to happen, but you just got to stay ready. Yesterday we got the word about 2:30, and then we had a nice practice in the Fowler. But you got to stay ready.
I feel like we've asked this quite a bit this year, but when the entire lineup kind of is going through, and I think you'll send 8 batters to the plate in 5 of the 6 innings. What's that kind of like in the dugout while I guess everyone's trying to keep warm?
Yeah, hitting's contagious. One guy does it, and then it just kind of keeps going. And I think that's something we're really good at. 1 through 9, I think we're a lot of tough outs, and I don't think people like to play us when we're that way.
You said it felt like duck hunting weather. I think you're from Omaha, right?
Yes.
I mean, is this kind of familiar weather for you? Like you played in this before?
Yeah, Coach Van Horn actually was joking about it pregame that this is what it's like. Nebraska Springs, it's misty, it's rainy, it's really windy. That's exactly how it is. Growing up in Omaha, you play in a lot of those type of games, and a lot of the teams there now have turf, so that's kind of nice. You can get all your games in. But, this is how it is in the Midwest.
And when you score 21 runs, how hard is it to maybe mentally turn the page for tomorrow? Because you got 2 new games. You don't have to. You don't get to carry any of these over. Like how much of a mental challenge is that?
Yeah, that's something Coach Van Horn and both Thompson, they both said in our post-game meetings. It's none of those runs count today, even if it was 3 touchdowns and we held them to a field goal. You just you got to wipe it clean. It's kind of like the Nick Saban 24-hour rule. You only get to think about if it was good or bad for 24 hours, and when you wake up, it's a new day. So that's kind of how we have to treat it.
Maybe it's more complicated in my head than I think, but what's it like for you as an athlete, in your routine where, you kind of are preparing for a Friday night game, getting in the mindset, and then it's called off, and then you kind of have to bring that again the next day. What's that like?
Well, I mean, you just kind of have to wait around. You hang out with your buddies. I mean, we played Call of the Wild online for a little bit and played Call of Duty. So we were all hanging out still together last night and watched some good baseball. There's some good baseball going on around the league. So when you have a great group of guys, you can hang out and still have fun with each other. And then when you get to play the next day, it's just go out there and have fun.
Did you happen to get Logan's perspective of that play where he didn't run? Like, did he say anything to you? Or?
I haven't talked to him at all. I mean, I'm sure we're locker mates in the locker room, so we like to talk to each other. But I'll be sure to ask him.
I know you've got an appreciation for groundskeepers.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, what do you think about the job that they did?
They do an amazing job. Yeah, they're top notch, and I mean, I grew up working on a grounds crew, an unpaid kid working on the grounds crew my whole life. So it's fun to see them and chat with them and talk about the field. It's a great field. It's sand-based, so the water drains really well and drains out there into Lake Norm, and a lot of nutrients go in there and insect life, and then I catch the fish out of there. So, they do an amazing job, and we're very thankful for them.
It was 4-2 when Brent hit his home run, and it was a 3-2 pitch. How much did that energize you guys? Because it felt like the game really turned at that point.
Yeah, I mean, Brent's an amazing hitter. He's very simple. He keeps it simple, and he keeps the main thing. And he hits the ball really hard, and it's good to see him. I'm usually hitting behind him, so it's good to see him hit a bomb. It's like, okay, I have the confidence to go out there and attack and hit the ball hard.
You said you got to watch some baseball yesterday. Obviously, for most of the season, you're playing while everybody else is playing. Do you watch kind of as a player, or do you get to how do you watch a game when you get a chance to do that?
It's kind of fun because it kind of feels weird, just like you said, because usually we're playing on Friday nights. But, I mean, Wheels on YouTube, I watch that all the time. Sometimes when I'm not supposed to in class. But cut that. But no, it's fun to watch guys around the league, and you got to take care of yourself and your team first. But it's fun to watch baseball regardless.